YouTube.com/Tim Westwood TV. Yeah, that's the way it goes down. Westwood TV. Nas up on the spot, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, it's just nice to sit like this, brother. You know what I mean?
It is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we've all been through trials and tribulations, man. So just to sit down as like old friends, man, is definitely, it's a blessing, man. I feel, man. Yeah.
You look younger.
I don't drink and I don't smoke, man. Yeah, change things. I remember that first trip you came over to the UK. We just linked in Manhattan and he was just about to drop Illmatic. I remember I had that black Jeep and we was jumping, bouncing around the city there, and you had your man with you who was trying to hit on that press girl. We had fun, man, and you had some dirt and I hooked you up with the you know what I mean? I remember those good times, man. I mean, those days they don't feel like 10 joints ago. They feel like 100 years ago, man. I mean, everything's changed, man.
Everything has changed, man. And it's all good.
Yeah.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and their life is better than yours.
Where you really stand out in my mind as well is that you're a great thinker. You're a tremendous poet. You're a man who studies and reads. I remember hearing, like, after a concert, everyone else would be going to the after party, trying to grab girls, whatever. You'd go back to your hotel to read and think and study. You know what I mean? Where do you stand? What is your position in life, man, or your worldview?
The number one rule in nature is self-preservation. You got to take care of yourself before you can help out anybody else. A lot of people gonna be pulling from you to get help and, you know, do this for me and do that. But if you don't take care of yourself, you know, whether it's your health, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at you, for instance. You look younger. I was just saying, you look younger than you did then.
10 years ago, man.
10 years ago. So you got to take care of yourself. And I think that's just common sense. Yeah.
It's just self-preservation, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're regarded as the greatest lyricist of all time. Lyrically, what's your inspiration, man? How do you write your lyrics? Do you sit down at night and write them in a rhyme book, or how do you get down?
Like, oftentimes I listen to MCs, and the ones that say stuff that really blow me away, like they're incredible. And then I say, wow, that rhyme was incredible. But what didn't he say? What did he leave out? And I try to go where they left it out. Or I listen to the ones that are incredible, that's incredible to me, and I say, how can I do something like that? Not the same way, but how can Nas represent Nas and it feel that good and it has meaning, like this man has said. I feel like if other MCs could give out some stuff with meaning, it inspires me to do so. And also, if there's nothing that's moving me, if I don't really hear a lot of stuff that sounds as good as it should, then I feel like, you know, there's a void I need to fill. I need to fill that void. There's an emptiness that's out there. There's something that people are not saying, and it needs to be said. So I always reach for the stuff that's not being said.
I mean, just as we were growing up listening to Rakim, you know, when we were first in this game, there's young MCs growing up listening to Nas. That influence there must put people on a different level of writing rhymes.
I can't even imagine really what the next generation is going to sound like. Hopefully it's going to be good, because back then, you know, when I was 16, I was better than most 16-year-olds are today, and that may be a little problem, because most 16-year-olds today rhyme with metaphors in every rhyme and don't think about reaching out to more avenues, more content, you know, more styles, different type of styles. They do one thing, and they want to sound like Jadakiss because Jadakiss is hot. They want to sound like whoever's hot. You know, Jadakiss is Jadakiss. You gotta be your own man, and that's the only problem with it. But I think I got hope that they're gonna get better.
Of your top 5 MCs, who would you count down in your top 5?
I put Jay in there.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho, H to the O-P. I used to move by the I guess even back then you can call me CEO of the ROC. Ho.
I put Eminem in there.
I'm trying to be the first one to catch in the throat. You know that Popo don't let me hold them toasters no more.
I put Scarface in there.
Hi, ho, Scarface and don't pulling the strings, you're in love. I
put Jada in there.
Why my buzz in LA ain't like it is in New York? Why they forcing you to be hard? Why ain't you a thug by choice? Why the whole world love my voice? Why I try to tell them that it's the flow, son? And you know why they made the new 20s, cause I got all the old ones.
Jadakiss he just says stuff like that, you're like, damn, where'd you come with that from? You know, he's incredible, you know, and M is really lyrical as well as Jay. And I put Ludacris. Ludacris is fun, he's alive, he's witty, and he has style.
That man ain't Ludacris. Woo! In the public bathroom or in the back of the classroom, however you want it. Lover gon' see, I cast them and I pass them, get a tight grip and I grasp them.
It's Westwood TV now, it's going down. Let's hit another Hot Nas video.
1, 2. Check 1, 2, 1, 2. Who got more style than Sun do? Check 1, 2.
Yeah, Westwood TV, holla, it's going down, Channel U. Nas, you got your new album, dog. I mean, the track with your father, come on, man, that's totally inspirational, man. That's totally inspirational, man. I think for people of our generation, man, it's when you get to this age, you start to really love your father and understand the contribution that he made to the man that we are, you know, that we are as individuals ourselves, that you can see your father in yourself. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
I mean, for you to do a joint with that, what did that feel like?
That was truly incredible, man, because you could never stop thinking about life, how we got here, you know, was I meant to be here? And I'm so glad that my parents even met so that I could be here. And then when you start to learn what kind of people your people were and the people that you came from, it's like a soul searching, finding your roots thing. And we tell that story, and that story is a story that's not told, especially in hip hop. Mostly you hear about fathers who ain't around because that's the reality of the game. You know, a lot of fathers are not at the house home, specifically in a black family. I'm talking because that's the community I come from. But we bridge that relationship together to inspire future fathers that have kids. You got to take your responsibility and be a man. And also on a musical level, the musical foundation that he comes from, that most music comes from, down in the deltas of Mississippi where he's from, you know, and then he moved to New York and had me, and my thing was New York is hip hop. So we bridge those two different gaps, but we bridge that gap between the blues, the jazz, and hip hop music and put it together through father and son and make a milestone epic type of record, I think is important.
I mean, to have your father there for when you're growing up, that's something you'd be truly blessed for, you know, to have your father around.
You know what's deep, Tim? He was there for as long as he could, and then it was up to my mom to raise me and my brother, but he never disappeared. He always stayed there, whether it was financially or words of wisdom, whatever it was, he was there as a man, even though he had left to live a different life or whatever they beef was, you know what I'm saying? My mom there raised me and my brother in the projects, but my father, his presence was always felt because he stayed a man, and I can pay him back now as a man. I realized, like you said, how hard it must have been, because I'm not with my daughter's mother. I'm not with her no more, so my daughter's being raised by her mother. But I'm still the man, that's my child, so I got her, I'm gonna take care of her. So that's who my father was.
And that's a really important message to like young people having children now. It's like, you know, man up, be there for your children.
Right.
You know, even if you're not in the relationship with the baby mother, just be there for the child, man.
Got to. And the story behind the music is the music story of the record is what I'm really intrigued about. How he came from a music that was way before my time, and I come from a music that's after his music, and how we merge them together.
Let's go.
What's up, y'all? This is Nas coming with the double album Streets Disciple, trying to help that realness stay in the game, you know, coming with the single Bridging the Gap featuring my father Olu Dara, legendary jazz man, you know, bridging the gap between father and son where there's a lack of that in the community, bridging the gap between musics from blues to hip hop, and that's real, you know what I mean? They was doing it real all the time. This is Nas Streets Disciple. Y'all fake get out the way.
always up in the clubs on tour, really working hard. And virtually every party I do, there's always a girl who'll come up and say, when you see Nas next time, tell him I'm his future wife. I mean, how you feel about that sort of pressure?
That's not pressure. That's a good thing, man. Ladies loving you, the ladies even feeling that you somebody they can see they self with is a compliment. So I'm feeling that. Yeah.
Let's hang out tonight, Nas. Yo, Nas, thanks for coming down, dog, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. Westwood TV, you understand how we get down, man.
I named the boy Nasir. All the boys call him Nas. I told him as a youngster, he'll be the greatest man alive.
YouTube.com/Tim Westwood TV.